Hello everyone, I'm Donghee from Sungkyunkwan University. First of all, thank you Professor Sang Lee for the great, nice introduction. And it's an honor to be this great session in DGIST. Okay, today I would like to talk about stable tissue interface in bioelectronics. Original title was a little bit changed to focus or generalized on what we have done recently. All right. I introduced the recent movie, The Terminator Dark Fate. Do you know? So please watch the short movie. In the future, the woman soldier was attacked by the Terminators. So she decided to undergo surgical operation for human augmentation using future process. So it means her damaged body can be replaced with a new nervous hardware systems. So after successful surgery, and she returns to the past, she saved the world against the Terminator owing to her augmented body. So the story goes like this. Anyway, to realize a future process, we need some requirements. Absolutely, we need robot hand for motor part. And we need electronic skin and retina for sensory part. And the other thing is your interface using processing bioelectronics for the bridging the gap between our organs and implanted surgical tools. So recently, our research have focused on two types of the bioelectronics. So in this talk, I will cover three kinds of the applications, ranging from visual neural process to cardiac interfaces. So this is a visual process for RGB color sensitive artificial retina using this kind of semiconducting motor. So in a biological system, especially eye, inside the eye, the retina exists here. So retina is highly sensitive to the instant light with various colors with respect to the retinal disease. So permanent loss of the retinal function can be overcome by the implanting soft CMOS image sensor array to here. So problem is that conformal contact of the existing CMOS array to this three-dimensional hierarchy structure of the retina is very highly challenging. In this regard, we recently developed a shape-tunable multiplexed phototransistor array using the color-sensitive quantum dot network composite. So as you can see here, each of the RGB pixels in a three stacked layer was integrated in a misaligned manner to receive the instant light information without any shadiness or interference. So we collaborated with Professor Donghee and Professor Hyun. So this is the stretchable quantum dot network composite that consists of the size tunable three types of the quantum dots and organic semiconductor PDPP2T and viscoelastic substrate SCBS. So when we fabricate the stretchable semiconductor network composite with some optimal mixing ratio, we confirm that we can find the unique phase separation of the quantum dot in the network composite. Confirms through the HRTM and XPS depth profile. So this kind of the unique structure can be achieved by some mediation of the different surface energy mismatch, maybe. And this kind of the phase separation of the quantum dot is highly beneficial for effectively transmit the excited charge carriers to the source drain electrode through the organic semiconductor inside the composition material. And also we analyze the relative decay dynamics of the charge carriers in the composition material. So as you can see here, the PL data, the excited charge carriers can be transmitted to the organic semiconductor rather than the QD itself. This is very efficient. In addition to the visible quantum dot-based phototransistors, we can add cadmium sulfide, lead sulfide. So it cannot be UV and IR sensing systems respectively. So we can add the functionality, optical sensing functionality. So as you can see here, we can verify the individual light information ranging from UV and visible ranges even to IR regions, and their photosensing capabilities were also stable even on the 30% strain. However, in the array configuration like this, we only chose the RGB 3-color phototransistors due to the error density issue, and to further mimic the human vision, we can see the RGB colors. Okay. So their light selectivity was carried upon the RGB phototransistors, and also, as you can see here, the blue light was detected all kinds of the phototransistors due to the its short wave range in the observation spectra. So if we use the different types of the observation spectra of the quantum dots, we can verify the instant light information, arbitrary information, without using color filters. And that requires some time-consuming task. So we are suggesting the simple algorithm diagram for verifying the RGB light, like this. So if we get some instant arbitrary light, if we detect 3 kinds of photocurrents from each transistor, if yes, it should be blue. If not, we can move the second stage. If we detect the 2 kinds of currents, if yes, it should be green. If not, it should be red. This is very simple and straightforward for verifying the instant light information. So this is an overall concept of our optoelectronic system. You know, this is our phototransistor that is shaped tunable like this, and we put some cross-pattern stance mask, and the gap can cause some optical errors. So we shoot the errors. So we apply the deep neural network to compensate for optical aberrations or optoelectronic noises during the mechanical deformation of the phototransistors. So I think this methodology combined with the deep neural network is enhance the photo detection accuracy, I think. So here is a representative imaging demonstration. So here, the RGB colors individually assigned to here in the cross pattern. Inside the cross pattern, the light is incidentally irradiated to here rather than outside, and its pixels considered as a single unit. And these low images were achieved from the pristine and deformed phototransistors. So as you can see here, there are some electrical disturbance comparing them. So these are electrical disturbance. This is the error. So we should correct the error. So we apply the deep neural network. So in the Gaussian distribution, we start with selecting the initial weight randomly, and during training process, so as the number of epoch increases, the approaching to high level of the accuracy, So wave became the either potentiated or depressed. So finally, we could get a clear map image. And as I mentioned before, using the simple algorithm here. So we can verify the individualized information without using color filter. Okay, so this is the second topic regarding peripheral neural interface. Using the intrinsic stress by conducting then a composite or self-healing polymer material. You know, we have two kinds of the central nervous, the nervous systems. The first one is central nervous systems, CNS ranges from brain to spinal cord. The other things belong to peripheral nerve. So our research group, we are interested in the mechanical property of the outer shell of the peripheral nerve, which is called the epineurium. So its mechanical property is compared to the mechanical property that of the viscoelastic materials we usually have used. So I think, you know, this is like a cuff-type peripheral neural interface, surface interfacing form factor has disadvantage in terms of the selectivity. So that's why many kinds of groups have focused on the invasive type neural interface. However, I think this type of the can be improved if we apply the deep neural network or machine learning techniques. We can supplement the shortage of the existing cuff type devices. So that's why our research group have focused on the cuff type device. So the intimate interfacing of the epineurium with the cuff type device will be a key solution for realizing the long-term stable peripheral neural interface. So in that case, I came up with an interesting idea for sutureless fixation of peripheral neural interface using self-healing material. So let's see. This is a peripheral nerve. So if we put some peripheral nerve on top of the self-healing stretchable peripheral neural interface, we can just wrap without using conventional suturing process. The ends of the peripheral neural interface were firmly fixed, stable, and this is very straightforward and simple and fast compared to conventional suturing process. So to realize that, we start with the synthesis of the tough, very sensitive self-healing elastomer that consists of the two kinds of hydrogen bonds and the hydrophobic PDMS, you know, PDMS, okay? So PDMS backbone, it has the low TG. So this kind of the multivalent of effect of the two kinds of hydrogen bonds enable the high selectivity and high toughness. And also its low TG enables the broken hydrogen bonds to autonomously recover. And also, you know, we have the hydrophobic material, the backbone. So it's a hydrophobicity fully supports the underwater self-healing capability. So underwater self-healing is a critical performance for achieving the in vivo peripheral neural interface. And also, the kind of thing is insulating. So to provide the electrical conductivity, we mix the polymer solution with a silver flake. And after encapsulating the composite material, we can stretch it up to 3,500% strain. While show the good resistance level, that is approximately 15 ohm. More interestingly, as time goes by, the conductivity goes up, spontaneous. So what's going on in this system? So I wondered what's going on in this composite solution. So we call this electrical self-boosting. So I'm not gonna tell you the details of the mechanism, but I can say that electrical self-boosting originated from the broken electrical percolated pathways in the composition motor can be spontaneously reconnected due to the low TG of this polymer. Okay. Anyway, to further improve the biocompatibility, the composition motor, based on silver, we use the unstable interactions between gold and silicon dioxide wafer. You know, silver and silver ion is a little bit toxic inside the body. So we should prevent the silver reaching out from the composition material. So after thermally evaporating the gold nanomembrane onto the silicon dioxide wafer, and we poured some composite solution with the silver onto this substrate. And after full drying process, we can peel it off from the handling substrate. So, like I said, we have the unstable interface at this here. So that's why we can easily peel it off. And this gold electrode, the gold nanomembrane, effectively prevents the silver ion leakage from the composition material. So in consequence, its cell viability was very nice, even up to 100% stretching. And you know, we are using the old self-filling material. It means we can assemble individual parts into the self-filling peripheral neural interface easily. And like I said, we can just wrap the peripheral nerve like this. At this time, the compression occurred, the perimeter of the peripheral nerve. However, we are using the dynamically cross-linked self-filling polymer. It has dynamic stress relaxation property that enables the stress energy to be effectively dissipated. So we are not worried about the nerve compression issue. And also, we can find a healthy siding nerve after a long period of time implantation. So here's a movie. This is the siding nerve over red. We can just wrap the siding nerve. This surgery is finalized within almost 1 minute. This is very simple. Also, we can monitor the pure sensory signals while brushing the red sole. Here. So when we touch the red sole, the mechanical receptor transmit the mechanical signal energy to the nerve signals, so we can take it. So the monitoring was stable up to 14 weeks. And we can deliver the electricity to the siding nerve of a rat. So as you can see here, we can control the movement of a joint of a rat, and we can control the frequency or amplitude of a current stimulation. And to further improve the biocompatibility, we coat gold nanoshell onto the entire surface of the silver flake, like this. So perfect encapsulation of the silver flake with the gold nanoshell enables the improvement in cell viability. So cell viability was further enhanced than before. All right, so this is the third topic, which is sutureless neurotherapy. Do you know neurotherapy? It sounds weird. Neurotherapy is a medical terminology. Neurotherapy means the surgical suturing of a divided nerve. Okay. Okay. So conventional neurotherapy, such as nerve suturing or nerve graft, has been widely used to treat the peripheral nerve injury like this. However, it has a substantial disadvantages really from increase in surgery period of time and complex surgery and time-consuming task and requirement of precision surgical skills, high-cost surgical tools, equipment, and even surgical deviations based on surgeon's expertise. So, in light of these limitations, we need a novel nerve therapy technology. Is required that is fast and speedy, and without causing nerve tissue damages or side effects. So, recently we developed a new material strategy for achieving the sutureless neurography. So here is our SSGA patch. The patch consists of the three kinds of the layers. Actually, it was inspired by the skin structure like this. So, strained corneum, epidermis, dermis, hypodermis. So, the patch, our patch, it consists of three kinds of layers. First one is wet adhesive hydrogel, and low modulus, high modulus self-healing layers. So we have three layers. So here, this is a tissue, and this is the wet adhesive material, and this is the low modulus self-healing material. So let's start. The tissue doesn't start with the gelation of the hydrogel, where the boric acid diol complex and the hydrogen bond can be formed here. And also taking a look at this elastom and the hydrogel at this interface, we can find the silicon oxygen and hydrogen bond, and also synergistically physical and chemical interactions significantly improve the tissue adhesion while matching, while satisfying the modulus matching. Also, the tissue adhesion can be improved by the low modulus self-healing layer that is capable of effectively dissipating the strain energy generated by the high elasticity of the peripheral nerve. And also, the higher modulus self-healing layer improves the resilience of the SHA patch. And also, their dynamic stress relaxation enables the optimal stress energy at this point to be effectively dissipated. So I think these characterizations and performance would improve the realize the long-term tissue interfacing and mechanical adaptation as well. So based on the unique performance, we applied the SHA patch to rodent and non-human primates model. So compared to the conventional neurotherapy, our approach, including instantaneous tissue adhesion and facial novel wrapping and slipper fixing process, is very simple. So I prepared to kind of the movie. You can watch this. The left video shows the conventional suturing process. Here, two people, the Professor Jong Park and Professor Inter Chen, affiliated at Korea University Medicine Center, did themselves. So it takes some time. There is approximately 20 minutes per single nerve. And how about this? This is our SSGA patch. We can just put the transected nerve on top of our patch. We can just wrap. And also, we can cut it off the remaining part. So this surgery is finalized almost 1 minute. This is very simple. So, like I said, there is no operation time divisions on the surgery expertise. So microsurgeon group here, they were assigned to here, and our graduating students were assigned to here. So no deviations. So whoever can do this. And to investigate the histological safety, we analyze the myelinase action and myelinase thickness and the G ratio of the generated nerve using our SSGA patch and suturing process at 6 weeks and 12 weeks. So as you can see here, there are no significant difference, meaning that our SSGA patch-based new neurotherapy is comparable to the conventional suturing process. We also applied our patch to the transected meridian nerve of cynomolgus monkeys. Although some nerve diameter was increased to 2 or 3 millimeters, our surgery is finalized within identical 1 minute. So this is very simple, like we done in rodent model. Also, to test the function of the thaner muscle, innervated by the motor branch of the median nerve, we monitor the monkeys' some motion to grip and eat the small snack pieces, the 9 small pieces, every 2 minutes. So as you can see here, the grasping time was gradually decreased to almost 1 second after 6 or 2 minutes. And comparing the volumetry tissue and conduction velocity of the thaner muscle, in consequence, the full nerve recovery was not achieved up to 6 months. However, at 12 months, the nerve fully recovered. And in terms of the histological analysis, there are no significant difference in terms of the histological indicators, including, like I said, number of the myelinated axons and myelin thickness and G ratio. And as shown in this longitudinal fluorescence image, immunofluorescence images, so the alignment of the neurofilament was clearly shown in both cases. And also the axon was fully covered by the Schumann cell. So to sum up, our new method, the new neurotherapy, is highly feasible for replacing with a conventional suturing neurotherapy. I hope sooner or later. Okay, so this is the final part, is regarding the epicardial patch. It's called as heart sticker patch, using intrainstretchable conducting net composite with a tissue adhesion. All right, so this is a arrhythmia. Korean translation is 부정맥. So arrhythmia is one of the critical cardiac diseases. So arrhythmia refers to an irregular heartbeating. So in clinical research, the catheter was primarily used for diagnosis and therapy of the cardiac disease. So in the hospital, first, after visualizing the heart shape in 3D, to find the arrhythmia location, and then the spot of the arrhythmia can be treated by using the RF ablation. So while this method is well known, it has some visual challenges associated with some kinds of the issues. It takes a long time to find the arrhythmia location here in a point-by-point contact manner. I mean, the pinpointing the exact spot of the arrhythmia is highly challenging. And also, the catheter is absolutely flexible, bendable, but its intrinsic modulus is high. It's much higher than that of the cardiac tissue, potentially causing the damage to the cardiac tissue and even distorting the cardiac signals. And bigger issue is that it's impossible to diagnose daily after catheterization procedure. So to resolve these issues, many kinds of the research groups, various groups have focused on the development of stretchable epicardial patch technologies. So initially, the mechanical designs like serpentine or wavy and buckled structures and the intrinsic stretchable materials were used initially. But recently, the tissue adhesive epicardial patch has been also developed to improve the tissue interface stability. However, there still remains challenges like this material fatigue on the repeated heart beating and low tissue adhesion and stiffness mismatching and the absence of the mechanical adaptation. So we should resolve these issues to achieve the long-term stable cardiac interfacing. So here are solutions: underwater self-healing, WINIT, and instantaneous robust tissue adhesion, stiffness matching and mechanical adaptation, and ultra-conform mobility and large-scale tissue coverage for achieving the translation research or even clinical study. So we start with the preparation of the self-healing polymer, and to realize the ultra-conformability, we use the electrospinning process to make a network structure of the self-healing polymer. So as expected, compared to the solid filler that has the undesired void between them, in our case, it shows the ultra-conformability. And it's due to the high surface to volume ratio. Its fracture energy was further enhanced than before. And also, generally, it's difficult to form the hydrophilic hydrogen material on top of the hydrophobic elastomer layer. So to resolve, we coated the arsenate catechol, highly viscous hydrogen, on top of the network structure of the self-healing polymer. So as you can see here, the penetration of the arsenate catechol inside the micropore in the network structure was clearly confirmed the SEM and confocal analysis, ensuring the interacting structure that is capable of the extremely improving the tissue adhesion performance. And also the FA simulations show that the dynamic stress relaxation property of this network structure allows the strain energies when you put some cardiac tissue on top of the cardiac tissue at this point. The strain energy can be dissipated like this as time goes by. So we can achieve the mechanical adaptation, even on the repeating heart beating. This is the key point. This is our key point in our research. And also the tissue adhesion on the repeated heartbeat pattern can be improved by the strain energy dissipation inside our polymer like this. So this is a weak bond, weak hydrogen bond that can be dissipated and deboned. And we also prepare the ex vivo and in vivo experiments like this. I can show you the movies. Okay, so we can attach our patch to rat's heart. The attachment is finalized with only 0.5 seconds, and we can put in water. It was still stable, and we can attach the film to larger porcine cardiac tissue, even underwater condition, and the tissue was also stable, even under some drops of the blood. And we can attach our patch film onto the real time, the heart beating surface, like this. This is very simple. It means we do not use the suturing process to fix the subepicardial patch to the cardiac tissue. Anyway, in addition to the mechanical parts of the substrate, from now on, I will focus on the conducting composite material acting as an electrode or interconnects of the epicardial patch. So the mechanical property of the conducting composite material should also be carefully considered. When using a conducting field in a liquid form, here, deep blue is liquid metal. So in liquid form, it's highly advantageous in terms of the modulus matching. Since it closely resembles the mechanical property of the polymer itself, it's almost identical. So it means we can achieve the modulus matching. So think about that. With regard to the long-term electrical stability under stretching or heart beating, if you use the solid filler in the polymer material, this kind of the solid fillers tend to aggregate. So potentially, finally, causing the crack propagations in the polymer matrix. So those kind of the crack propagations would degrade the electrical conductivity of the composite material. So we cannot achieve the long-term study. How about this? This is a liquid metal. It does not evoke the crack propagation especially in a tough cycling polymer material due to its extremely low stiffness compared to the solid film one. So as you can see here, we can achieve the long-term stable electrical percolative pathways in the polymer matrix. So we can interact with the cardiac tissue stably. So to validate what we assumed, as you can see here, through the optimal mixing ratio, the liquid metal and the polymer, so our composite material show the much lower stiffness and residual strain compared to the lead one, the solid filler case, while showing the further dynamic stress relaxation that allows for spontaneous mechanical adaptation. However, thing is that liquid metal has a critical disadvantage. What's that? Do you know? Liquid metal is highly oxidative to the air. It means it has insulating oxide layer, the outer surface. So the outer surface oxide layer is oxide skin. That is gallium-203. This is a highly insulating. So those kind of the insulating layers prevent effective charge transfer between the liquid matter to cardiac tissue. So we should resolve this. As far as concerned, arsenic contact or hydrogel can be a promising solution for resolving this issue because it has carboxylate category groups, those kind of the can form metal coordination with the liquid metal, and especially category groups forms multiple hydrogen bonds and hydrophobic-phobic interactions with the cardiac tissue. So while satisfying the cardiac tissue adhesion and maybe making the insulating property more conductive. So let's see. So we could confirm the formation of the beta coordination in our system in the FTIR analysis, where all the peaks were downshifted compared to pristine wave numbers. So it means that some kind of materials were stably coated around the oxide skin, and while maybe making the coordination. And also the X-based data also show the meta coordination between the liquid metal, the oxide skin, and hydrogel. Especially the observation of the indium 3 plus means that the oxide skin became more conductive than before. So we have already validates some kind of the experimental data for proving those kind of things, but those kind of data were not prepared and shown in this slide. So if you want to know, so you can find the paper. So we are using still the sapphire motor, so we can assemble easily like this, and after applying the adhesive hydrogel on top of the cardiac patch, we can attach. This is very simple. So this is our conceptual scheme for stable tissue adhesion, tissue adhesive epicardial patch. As shown here, this, in our case, the patch with the tissue adhesion and network structure is highly effective in measuring the precise on-site ECG signals without sleep issues. So to prove what we assume, we prepared some kind of the control experiments. So let's see the movies. This is our case. The patch was stably attached to the cardiac tissue. How about this? These were all slipped from the original state because they did not have the adhesive material. And this is the patch without network structure and with the tissue adhesion. We can see the non-conformal contact. So the non-conformal contact evokes the low signaling performance. And we have four channels. Four channels in the patch show the typical ECG patterns. And compared to the suturing case, that requires almost 10 minutes. In our case, was finalized within 1 minute. This is very simple. And as you can see here, initially, 0-day tissue adhesive based approach or suturing based approach, these were not, these were allows the SSGA, this epicardial SAPI patch can work properly. But after 3 days, the suture case showed that the SNR goes down due to the unstable tissue interfacing and non-conformal contact. Okay, and thanks to the robust tissue adhesion of our patch device, we can monitor sense ECG signals. So we successfully demonstrate the real-time measurement of the ECG signals in awake rats that is freely moving around. And also, the monitoring performance was stably maintained up to 4 weeks, while showing the good, decent level of SNL. And As you can see here, the survivability of the individual component, including the our epicardial patch sample, was all decent, and the HNE and mesenteric assay showed that our patch was very biocompatible at 1 or 4 weeks after implantation. And to further demonstrate our unique functionality, the diagnosis and therapy of our patch, we prepare 2 kinds of the cardiac disease models. First one is simplified myocardial infarction MI model that was prepared by the blocking blood flow, the suturing process. So we confirm the MI related ECG signals that are SC segment elevation and ventricular fibrillation. And also after a week, a myocardial ischemia reperfusion model was also prepared, and we could confirm the infarcted tissue. And this is the other disease model. We prepared the arrhythmia model by injecting the diltiazem drug that normally evokes the bradycardia. Bradycardia means the slow heart beating. So as you can see here, so after injecting the diltiazem drug, the the BPM goes down. And we can find some specific ECG patterns ranging from the first and to second AB blocks. And also the irregular ECG patterns were synchronized to each electrical pacing. So this kind of the 2 types of the cardiac disease were all fully resolved by our epicardial patch. Okay, this is a summary. In this talk, I introduced 3 kinds of the bioelectronics. First one is AI-based artificial retina using the light-sensitive semiconducting composite with some quantum dots, and strain-durable peripheral neural interface, and a new method for sutureless urography. And final thing is stable epicardial patch and cortex. Maybe next time, if I have a chance to address the cortex-related research, I can tell you that. Anyway, so that's it. And I thank our group members and collaborators and the financial supporting organizations. Thank you for your attention.